8th of August, the well-known phenomenon called the Lion's Gate. We all every year talk about it, and it's not for no reason. It's a very huge event. Obviously, it all talks about the alignment with the star series, but also in regards to your highest potential and your manifestation. But it's also paired with a lot of eclipses. Let's talk about eclipses that are quite uncomfortable sometimes. In order, and that's what I want to actually tap into, in order for us to get aligned, right, to get aligned with our highest potential and to manifest, we do need to remove any noises or any thing or people that are not in alignment with our highest purpose. Now, that itself could obviously always bring some heartbreak and pain, and it's like, you know, I've been thinking a lot, and that's why I haven't been online for quite some time. And I was just going through my own, you know, heartbreaks or healing and all of that. And when I'm actually going through it, I can't be giving to the masses, right? That's just something that I need to understand. So does my followers. But I feel like, you know, everything has a dark and a light side. We all know, right? Like, I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, some people would say like, oh, I don't know, I'm just saying like, oh, you're negative. And it's like, no. Just like the sun, okay, has the light and the positivity, so does the dark. And I can't be sitting in the dark and just act as if there is like light around me, right? Like, that's not the way it is. We need to accept both energies. Everything that has something positive has some darkness around it, and everything that has some darkness has also some positive lightness around it, right? We all know that. That's the yin and the yang, right? Like, everything that is dark has something light, and everything that is light has something dark. So in order, let me just go back to the priority of this message. In order for us to manifest our true potential and our true abundance and manifestation, we do need to look the darkness in the eye. And there is no way to, you know, go around it, because telling yourself that doesn't exist, and we need to be in that mindset of like, everything is going to fine, everything is fine. That doesn't work like that, right? And we all can agree to that extent. And that's why I always know, like, my readings are very truthful, very direct, but I'm also very grounded. So that means that if I'm poured out and I don't have anything to give, or I'm going through a heartbreak, or I'm going through something that's it's big, I can't be pouring in to other people, because that wouldn't make sense, and it wouldn't be like honest. It wouldn't be authentic, right? Like, this is an authentic conversation, but going into it half depleted is not authentic. So I need to accept the darkness of that as well. Now, where are we going with this? Because what I'm getting exactly, look at this. People could, oh gosh, see, I know that if I am talking about something, it has a big meaning. This is the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, conflict and defeat. Where this is coming from, 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups. People that tend to eat from your garden. People that feel entitled for you to keep on giving, keep on showing up. And this happens like in all areas. I'm not talking about, like, obviously my YouTube people already know, like, you can understand the amount of energy and effort I put into those readings to help people guide to do what is, you know, to get you through it. But when I'm going through it as well, it's like, okay, who's going to be there for me? I do, thank God, have a lot of people, like enough people, not a lot, enough people to help me go through it. But there are also certain people that tend to eat from your fruits and from your garden but feeling entitled to do so. And the moment that you are just being pushed down and compared and pushed down and all of that, you tend to lose your sense of happiness, fulfillment, and gratefulness, right? And that's because there are a lot of people that have been very deceptive or even envious at the garden that you have. Look at that, the Nine of Cups. Look at the fruits of your labor. Look at the people that are just like with envy here, envy, just looking. Obviously, I need to put it like this. Looking at like what you have, and what they will do is to bring you down, push you down, and make you need to defend yourself. And anyone that has been through that situation, I'm here for you. Okay, I'm here for you. And this is only showing that you need to choose wisely on who is there to support you and who is there to take from you. Because these people simply don't belong at your table. Or matter of fact, if you're the one bringing the food to their table, but they're not even respecting that, it's on you to respect yourself and just respect your boundaries. Because the moment that you stop bringing food to their table, that's when they flip the coin. They try to flip the tables. But I'm here to tell you that those tables will be eventually flipped. Because you know why? Because look at this, people looking in here at your fruit, wanting to have your fruit. And the moment that you stop giving that, you become selfish. You become like the princess treatment. It's like, no, what do they bring to the table? They just put the mask on and you give freely because you have freely, but they just there to take it. It's not the way it goes. So this next chapter of your life, this Lion's Gate absolutely is going to show you who to choose wisely in friends, in your family, your surrounding, your partnerships. Who is there to like fairly give back? It's all about reciprocity. And your biggest lesson, and I think for the whole collective, is to choose wisely who you let into your inner garden and eat your fruit. And that does not mean that once you get in alignment, and this is something that I want to tap into, once you actually get in alignment, you will have to cut your losses, because there is absolutely no other way to keep yourself, like to rise your standards, to go into the higher frequency of the higher consciousness of the 5D while simultaneously entertaining the 3D. Your soul does not want that, but also like the souls that are staying stuck in that 3D while you want to ascend to a higher, higher energy, it's going to fall off. And that's also like the consequences of you or your soul to choose to go to that higher level of consciousness, because there is absolutely no other way around than to see the losses that are going to come after it. So it's okay to feel those losses. It's okay to feel sad for what is not there anymore. It's okay to mourn your past identity or your past life, and not a past, but once you go through a true awakening or any type of experiences that reveal like the higher power of like the higher consciousness, it will have like people falling off that bandwagon. It is a bandwagon, but it's also like a part of you that is standing up for themselves. And that's like the loss of that emotional part. You invested emotionally. You did. And that itself should come with a sense of mourning, right? And it's not just mourning other people not being in your life anymore in like a literal way or whatever, or like whatever, but it's also like how you used to be. And obviously you will feel a sense of pain, regret, loneliness, sadness, grief, whatever it is, because you are not the same person as you used to be. And you may think like, okay, but I like that way more, and this was nicer, and everyone liked me, or everyone this. And it's like, no, true power comes from inner strength. You have the control, you have the power over yourself. If you allow people to dictate your choices, or to sneak in, to be deceptive, to get away with it, and you keep on taking that, you are not in power of yourself. You need to stand strong within your own character. Because trust me, everyone will have like an opinion about you. Trust me, in all the sense of the word, everyone will always have an opinion about you or a judgment. And it will always, like most of the time, it could be negative. But it's the way that you look at yourself. It's the way that you respect yourself. It's the way that you value yourself. It's the way that you empower yourself. It's your own mindset. And trust me, it's not always that easy. But if you rely on your inner power and inner strength, you can actually overcome that. You don't need people that only are there for your fulfillment. That's not you. Like, the best thing that I have learned is better to have like a few people that truly understand you, value you, care for you, and are there for you in return, and have an emotional, deep, balanced relationship rather than superficiality. Like, there is nothing that turns me off nowadays than superficial conversations. Like, I can't be doing that. Like, not because I do this job or do this work. It's like also outside of that. I don't need to be like coming in like the reader. Like, I'm not like that. But if I feel like there is no depth in the conversation, no. You know, like, exactly. A lot of you have been, let's go back to this, Nine of Swords, Six of Pentacles. It's just amplifying the moment or the energy here where you've been suffering in silence because you have been giving a lot of material and spiritual prosperity to others. However, you have not been met in the same way. And you may be questioning yourself like, oh, this and oh, that. And we all have our parts that contribute to that. But it's about you standing up in your power, your strength, to say like no to that, right? And rather than staying, suffering in silence about all of that, just imagine how many people actually needed to benefit from you, needed to benefit in some sort of way. And the best thing that you can do is to actually just simply remove yourself and just, you know, see how the dynamics will shift and change. Not to make you the most powerful one, even though the power is still here, you're the powerful one. You have been a leader, but with every leader, there is always like deception, envy, and people that would, you know, try to manipulate that. And some people are just born like leaders, you know, like I've seen a lot of like groups or people that make like a huge group of like, oh, this is the legends, and like you're not involved in it. It's like, okay, get it, no problem. But there can be only one legend. A true leader is the one that moves silently. A true leader leads with example, and a true leader is the one that will make some changes that will, at first glance, for the masses be like, okay, that's weird, but then later on it's like, whoa, you know, you follow that path later on. And like, that's the thing. A true leader will do things differently and will not be try to be accepted by the masses. Like, that's the difference. The one that goes against the grain, that's the true leader. And leadership is not some skill to have. Leadership is something that you are born with, that you need to take as like your soul mission to truly stand in that energy. And that standing means that you need to stand out. There is no other way. Like, you know, like having like, I don't know, a group of like 20 people calling themselves the legends is like, that's almost impossible. You know, it's like, it's not the next world order, you know, like, no, there can be only one leader. So the one that is like the standout of that, like, especially the one that cannot enter the legends, is the one that has already built the legend, because that's the only service, you know. So yeah, you are being encouraged to expand your thinking, We do have the goddess of oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. Yeah, angel of the universe. And the universe is actually saying that if you are stuck in that repetitive mindset, and we all have like those toxic mindsets of the shadow, you know yourself what your shadow is. We all have that shadow. It's all about like expanding your vision, expanding it. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without a delay. Okay, this is your inner guidance, your inner compass, could be also your moral compass, whatever it is. It's time for you to take action on things. It's time to speak up. It's time to, you know, put your creativity out there. It's time to move. It's time to do the things that you've been holding back on without needing anyone's applause, reaffirmation, advice, judgment. You're just like opening yourself up to people that feel like you need that. You need their approval. You need their, you know, you need their support. You need their this. Like, no, it's not like that. See, walk away from the heartbreak. Wisdom comes from healing the heart. Staying in it will only enable you to accept certain behavior. Walking away will be painful, but at the end of the day, you will learn a lesson. And it's not serving you. Constantly staying in this heartbreak will absolutely not serve you. And that's the next thing that you will notice is going through a true Kundalini experience. And that's, wow. It can come in many ways, but it will heal your heart, because you are not placed here to accept heartbreak, betrayal, and defeat in ways or from people just because, you know, you're the empath and you can just suck it out. Like, it doesn't work like that. Right, that's what I have for now. Let's see what the next messages are. Follow for more. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys very soon. And please do tell me about your story. Okay, tell me what you've been going through. Because it's a community where we need to protect ourselves or to support ourselves. Okay, thank you and take care.